unrealistic dreams, shattering the expectations. I prepare in preparation, finally in a conversation. I want it all. What's going on, all my fellow warriors? It's a Weetastic Warrior coming to you with another video. Today's video is on why I stopped drinking. All right, drinking alcohol. I'm drinking that water. Main joke, I understand. But before I go any further, please like and subscribe. Do a good thing, or just don't. But please continue to watch, because I really feel like this video may help you out if you are thinking about quitting drinking, or you're having troubles with alcohol, or just just life in general. And this might help out, it may not, but I truly believe 100% in my heart that it will. First and foremost, I want to let you know that this video is not a bash of alcohol. I don't think there's anything really truly wrong with alcohol. I realized that early, real fast, with the absence of alcohol in my life, is that alcohol was really never the problem. I was the problem. Alcohol just amplified my negative, characteristics. So this is just my experience. But all right, going into it, I started drinking early in my I believe I was 17, senior year. Started drinking. I remember PBRs. We were all drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon. If you don't know what Pabst Blue Ribbon is, and it was awesome. All good times, nothing. But I realized that it was awesome then because I really had no responsibilities. 18, 19. Drinking was it wasn't. I guess I knew. Looking back, I realized that it was a problem. Probably from my first drink, but it wasn't. I couldn't recognize a problem because I didn't have so many responsibilities. I had an apartment when I was 18. I had a job, but I wasn't realizing that I didn't have anything really to weigh against to see, other than myself and my own achievements, to see if really my alcoholism was affecting me. And then I went to the military at 20 years old. I joined the military, and boom, alcohol is all over the place in the military. All right. Mainly, it's just a way that I guess it's tradition, man. I can't tell you why alcohol is everywhere in the military, but military men and women, we like to get drunk. Real talk. But going in the military, my first year in the military, I self-referred myself to rehabilitation and for alcohol, because I remember turning 21 and the next day after my 21st birthday saying, I need to stop drinking. All right. So I tell you right now, I am a year and a half sober now. I am 29, about to be 30 in 2 more weeks. So I told myself when I was 21 that I need to stop drinking. After my 21st birthday, I woke up in a hotel room and told myself, is that it? But I feel inside myself, I got a true self, I got a higher self, and I got some fake ass motherfucker that I try to front to myself, to other people, and he just don't help nobody. And he's filled with ego. He's filled with just hate, anger, all just negative, man. And I could feed that person a lot. And he'll lie to me like a mother, and he'll put up, he'll let me have a little bit of success. And that's just my fake self. So I really try to realize that my fake self every single morning, still to this day, is waking up and he is doing push-ups in the other room, waiting to get me to fall back. So I truly believe that from 20 to 29, my fake self was running wild. All right. I was achieving a lot of success in the military. I went from E1 to E6 in 6 years. But no matter how much success I kept on achieving throughout the military. Oh, granted, I went to rehabilitation center in the military. My first day out, I was back to drinking. I took it was crazy, man. And then I went to therapy through the military. So throughout this entire, I guess, 9-year period, I'm still going to therapy. I'm still going to counseling. I'm going into rehabs. I'm raising kids. I'm being a husband. I'm doing all these things, right? And I'm still trying to lie to myself that drinking is doing any help to me. Like I was being like straight up like my parents could tell me something, family members could tell me something, my friends could tell me something, anybody can tell me anything they want to tell me. But I knew every single day from those 9 years that I was lying to myself. I was lying to myself. I've had friends pull me aside and say, yo, man, you drink heck much. I could drink a fifth of alcohol and just go right out to the club and drink all night and come home and still be good. Or some nights I don't even remember them, And what was allowing me to continue my destructive behavior of alcoholism was the limited success. I was advancing in my rate as your job in the military. I was learning things in the military. I was mentoring others. I was being mentored. On the outside, I was doing all the things that you would think that a sailor should be doing to progress. But on the inside, I was going home and I was dying inside because for some stupid reason that I couldn't figure out, that when I would drink one beer or something, I wouldn't realize that one beer was 12 beers, Like, you wouldn't realize how quick that could happen. And you're like, bam, I got to go to work tomorrow. And it's like, man, you're still grinding. I was still grinding. I was still pushing, but I was still dying inside. So let's fast forward. All right. And it was just a repetitive, just with alcohol in my life, just like this, back and forth. All right. Fast forward to age 27, when it all started coming crashing down for me. I started making I made first class in the military, but my drinking was still out of control. I was going home some days on a Friday drinking, and the thing, like, it's crazy how the stigmatism of alcoholism, or not this, forget that word stigmatism I used. I guess I just wanted to use it there. But it's crazy how I can, in my life, fool myself with alcoholism, or just, I guess, hide it. Because, you can make yourself a Jack and Coke and you can sip on that on a Friday, come back to it, go play with your kids, do something, come back. But like throughout the night, something's happening, and it was just a repetitive process. As I'm talking about it right now, it's almost sickening. It's almost sickening of how many times I made the same mistakes. And I can't say that if alcohol wasn't involved that I wouldn't have made the same mistakes. But I know if alcohol wasn't involved, I would have remembered the mistakes. And that's what the biggest thing that I need to realize. So we'll fast forward to getting sober. I had a lot of bad things happen. A lot of things came crashing down. And I have truly had to be real with myself. I went into recovery. I said I had to be real with myself. I went into recovery. I told myself I'm going to give myself 1 year of no drinking and see what happens in life. And so I go into recovery and I get this sponsor, and I told you that I had to go in there and not bullshit, right? But I go in there from day one, start bullshit and tell them I know all the stories, because I'll let you know, from 9 years, I was in and out of AA, in and out of Narcotics Anonymous, trying to see if I can find something out of any of them to grab onto. But what I kept on doing was just taking what the hell I wanted to hear, not taking what I needed to hear when I go to those things. So I kept on taking what I wanted to hear, and I went to my sponsor and I told him, hey, man, I want to drink. He told me, here's 20, here's $40. How much is it going to take for you to kill yourself? I was like, what are you talking about, man? I ain't kill myself. I'm just asking for I'm just saying I want to drink. I'm not even asking for the money. And he's like, well, but what do you want me to do? And I'm like, well, I don't know. And he told me, he says, we either do or we don't. And the rest of it is whatever bullshit we tell ourselves. So I was like, man. He said, you can go out to drink and you're going to be back here. Or you're not. But if you stay alive, you're going to be back here. Or you can not drink and try to figure out why the heck you're here. What's your purpose? Try to solve something in yourself. Maybe find yourself. So I was like, all right. I did it, man. I like my first year, no drinking. A lot of stuff happened. And like my first year of no drinking was probably the hardest year of my life. And I look back on it now through meditation and just being silent and just reflecting is that you're going to hurt, especially if you've been drinking a long time. If you're thinking about not stopping to drink, you're going to hurt because of something that alcohol allowed me not to do in my life was feel. And as soon as you stop drinking for like at least a month, sometimes 3 days, I would be in a meeting and I wouldn't be one speaking. And I would hear somebody else's story, and that would have been something I was doing, and I would just start crying. I would just start crying throughout my days. Sometimes the other day I was at the gym listening to DMX I Miss You came on my Pandora on the headphones. And that song every time reminds me of my grandmother. She's been gone 2 years now. Rest in peace. And I started crying on the bench press. While I was benching, tears started coming from my eyes. I got up, and I used to be ashamed of that. But now I was like, man, how beautiful that is that I can feel. And that's what the absence of alcohol is able to let me do. Now, what sucks is that I feel a lot. And I don't stop feeling now. And that's what I feel that my advice is for anybody that thinks they have a problem with alcohol or wants to stop drinking. Be ready to brave the storm. Realize that, you know what, maybe your problem with alcohol needed to happen. I look back at my story and I talk about it to people. And sometimes I get embarrassed, and sometimes I get ashamed, and but it's my story, and it's helped me get through a lot of stuff. And I look back, and I'm like, you know what? I might not be where I truly wanted to be in life, but all the things that I went through have made me stronger. You know, I once was just a kid that was studying for a social studies test, thinking the world was going to end. And now I can say that I served my country. I got a degree. You know, I do yoga. I'm a father. I'm trying to be a good husband. I'm going to be honest, man. Sometimes when you're a stubborn guy like myself, being with other people is hard sometimes. But, it's good. My kids, they're just, they just crazy. But love, peace, and hair grease, y'all. Do amazing things. You know, nothing's as it seems. We're all going through life, just trying to figure it out, banging our heads against the wall. You know, if you're not, thank you. Congratulations. But every day I'm constantly waking up going, man, what the heck? Why am I not here? Why am I not there? But sometimes I just have to be silent and realize, what am I doing? You know, and that's what alcohol and the absence of alcohol has helped me figure out in my life. What the heck am I doing? First, let me take accountability of myself. So I do that every day. And sometimes I really don't like the person that I see that I'm being. And I sometimes change and I sometimes don't because I'm human and I'm sometimes stubborn. But I hope this video has helped you. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Love, peace, and hair grease. Thank you so much for all of your positive things that you've been telling me and saying to me. Thank you so much to the people I've mentored throughout the years that have been reaching out to me. Realize that you're exactly where you need to be. Get out of your head. Stop being so angry to yourself. Stop being so mean to yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself. All right? Just tell yourself you love yourself. See, I don't even think I'll be able to get rid of that thing because I think that's just from years of going like this I've been happy for a year working on this thing called happiness, but from all that time going like this, my face looks like this. But thank you. Like, subscribe to my channel. Please share it on. Do whatever. Or just be peaceful. Just at least be peaceful. And don't be mean to other people. Bring them up. Everybody's just struggling throughout this thing called life. They just trying to, get through the day. Life's a garden. Dig it. Go out, maybe go to a petting zoo or something if you can't. If you ain't need a farm, go get go hug a tree. It feels good. All right, I'm out. I'm rambling now. Peace.